In a world where dreams were woven into the fabric of reality, there existed a river with a gentle whisper. It was said that the river held the power to carry messages written on petals, which would be delivered to the hearts of those who dared to listen. The river's source was a secret kept by nature itself, hidden behind a veil of lush greenery and vibrant wildflowers. As the seasons changed, the river's voice grew louder, its whispers carrying the sweet scent of blooming flowers on the breeze. One day, a young woman named Luna wandered onto the riverbank, searching for solace from the turmoil in her heart. She had lost her way in life, feeling lost and alone, with no clear path to guide her. As she sat by the river's edge, she noticed something peculiar. Tiny petals were drifting on the water's surface. Luna watched as a delicate pink petal floated by, carrying an invisible message from the river itself. She felt a shiver run down her spine as she read the words etched onto the petal: "Courage lies within." Suddenly, the world around her transformed. The sun shone brighter, casting a warm glow over everything, and the air was filled with the sweet scent of blooming flowers. Inspired by the river's message, Luna stood up and began to walk along the riverbank, feeling an unseen force guiding her steps. She felt a sense of purpose stirring within her, and as she walked, the world around her came alive with vibrant colors and sounds. Days turned into weeks, and Luna continued to visit the river, listening for the whispers carried on its petals. Each message brought her closer to understanding herself and the world around her. "Trust your instincts," read one petal. "Believe in yourself," whispered another. As word of the mystical river spread, people from all over began to seek out its secrets. Some came seeking answers to their deepest questions, while others hoped to find solace from life's troubles. And so, the river continued to whisper its messages on petals, carried by the current to those who listened with an open heart. One day, a young man named Kai stumbled upon the river, searching for advice on how to pursue his dreams. He had always felt held back by fear and self-doubt, but something about the river's voice resonated within him. As he sat by its edge, he read the words etched onto a soft lavender petal: "Fear is but a stepping stone to growth." Kai pondered the message, feeling a sense of understanding wash over him. He realized that his fears were not holding him back, but rather a catalyst for change. Inspired by the river's words, Kai stood up and began to walk along its banks, taking small steps towards his dreams. Months went by, and Kai continued to visit the river, listening for its wisdom. Each message brought him closer to realizing his potential, guiding him through trials and tribulations. "Courage is not the absence of fear," read one petal. "It's the willingness to face it head-on." As word of the mystical river spread further, people from all walks of life came to seek its guidance. And so, the river continued to whisper its messages on petals, carried by the current to those who listened with an open heart. Years passed, and Luna became known as a wise woman, revered for her understanding of the human heart. She spent her days sharing the secrets she had uncovered along the river's banks, guiding others towards their dreams. And though she never forgot the magic of that first petal, which had whispered, "Courage lies within," she knew that it was not the messages on petals that held the power, but rather the hearts of those who listened. One day, Luna sat by the river once more, watching as a delicate white petal floated by, carrying an invisible message. She smiled as she read the words etched onto its surface: "The journey is just as important as the destination." With a knowing heart, Luna leaned back and closed her eyes, letting the river's whispers carry her away on a tide of wisdom. In the end, it was not the messages on petals that had changed Luna or Kai, but rather their own hearts. For in listening to the river's gentle whisper, they had discovered a deeper truth, one that went beyond words etched on petals and carried by the current. The message was simple yet profound: listen with your heart.